Good afternoon. It is Monday, November 11th. Welcome to Panther News Network. I'm Gabby Hancock.
And I'm Zacaria Mehn. Here's what's happening today.
On the morning of Sunday, November 10th, around 9 a.m., a quiet southeast Houston neighborhood was all of a sudden not so quiet when a car slammed into one of their homes. Houston Police Department reported that the incident occurred around 9:30 a.m. near Freeton Street. Eloisa Kavanaugh, the homeowner of the house the car ran into, was fixing her some breakfast when the crash occurred. The door she could go out of in the kitchen was all of a sudden on fire. At first, she thought a bomb had blown up because she couldn't see the car. According to Kavanaugh, the driver was able to get out of the car on his own. Kavanaugh told reporters, "I don't know his condition. All I know is that they rushed him to the hospital, but he was talking on his own." We have yet to be told if the driver will be facing charges or if he was under the influence. Despite everything, Kavanaugh said, "I am still in shock, but it will be okay."
A Spirit Airlines flight coming into the Haitian capital of Port-au-Prince from the state of Florida was struck by what appeared to be gang-related gunfire today, forcing the airplane to be diverted to the Dominican Republic. A flight attendant was grazed by a bullet, and fortunately, no other passengers' injuries have been reported. The shooting forced authorities at Toussaint-Louverture International Airport to ground all commercial flights. Flight tracking showed both JetBlue Airways and Amerijet cargo planes turning away from Haiti in the wake of the gunfire. In a security alert issued today, the U.S. Embassy said it was aware of the airport's pause in operations and of gang-led efforts to block travel to and from Port-au-Prince, which may include armed violence and disruptions to roads, ports, and airports. In a statement, the airline said Flight 951 from Fort Lauderdale to Port-au-Prince diverted and landed safely in Santiago, Dominican Republic. Following the flight's arrival there, an inspection revealed evidence of damage to the aircraft consistent with gunfire. Spirit said the plane that was shot had been taken out of service and a different aircraft would be used to return guests and crew to Fort Lauderdale later today.
PVAMU just recently announced its two speakers for the fall commencement ceremonies. The 29th fall commencement is set to happen December 13th through the 14th. This year's keynote address will feature two highly prominent leaders in higher education and finance. Dr. Monica Williams is set to speak at Friday's ceremony for doctoral and master degree candidates. And the newly appointed president of the Texas Women's University, Houston, has built an outstanding career and has been working to strengthen TWU connections within the Texas Medical Center. Teachers Insurance and Annuity Association of America CEO Thasunda Brown is set to address the Saturday undergraduates. Duckett currently leads one of the nation's largest financial services firms. This firm is dedicated to retirement and investment solutions, with its main mission being focused on financial inclusions. While having this corporate role, she still makes it a point to actively and publicly support underrepresented communities, which makes her an even more fitting speaker for a university committed to empowering future leaders. This is Panther News Network. We'll be right back with you after this break. Thank you guys for staying with us. Here's your remaining news for the day.
In unfortunate HBCU news, Tuskegee University recently had a shooting with one life lost and several students injured. This shooting took place on Sunday morning during the university's 100th homecoming. Several students were transported to local hospitals near the university where they are currently receiving treatment. The extent of their injuries has not yet been disclosed to the public. The victim of the shooting was a non-university individual, according to officials. The Alabama Bureau of Investigation is actively working to piece together what could have led to this tragic event while also working to identify the suspect. We send our prayers to everyone affected.
Music giant Quincy Jones was laid to rest during a private ceremony in Los Angeles a week after his death. The family of Jones told Associated Press that the intimate ceremony included Mr. Jones, 7 children, his brothers, two sisters, and immediate family members. The family, of course, reveals the cemetery where his ceremony took place. Details for a public and larger celebration of the life and legacy of Quincy Jones will be announced by the family at a later date. Jones' family is also very grateful for the prayers and tributes they've seen for their late relative. One notable tribute was with Saturday Night Live, where they put a memorial photo and had a quiet moment during the show.
The nominations for the 2025 Grammy Awards are finally here, and this year's list is sparking plenty of excitement and conversation. Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo, and SZA are leading the pack with multiple nominations dominating major categories like Album of the Year and Song of the Year. Swift's album 1989, Taylor's version, and Rodrigo's Guts are both vying for top honors, while SZA's SOS continues to make waves with its blend of R&B and hip-hop. Rising stars like Ice Spice and The Kid Laroi also received their first Grammy nods, signaling the growing influence of new voices in the industry. In a year that's seen major conversations about diversity and representation, the nominations highlight both familiar faces and fresh talent. Fans are already buzzing about whether Beyoncé will finally claim Album of the Year after several previous nominations, and whether Billie Eilish will extend her Grammy streak. With the ceremony set for February 2nd, 2025 in Los Angeles, this year's Grammy race is shaping up to be one of the most competitive yet.
That concludes our show this afternoon. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at KPVU-TV. This is our show. I'm Gabby Hancock.
And I'm Zacaria Mehn. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.